Not a fan of documentating my life. I just lived it. Now I can say I've done it. The photo is of me and my friend Paul when we toured America. I took a disposable camera out with me, and we took loads of shots, and this is one of us standing by the Grand Canyon.
What do you remember about the photo?
I do remember it was just before we went over in a little plane, and I felt pretty sick after it because I'm not a fan of heights. Reminds me of Paul. I haven't seen Paul in a while. Paul had a great time, I think. They go every other year, so I don't know if they've gone back to the Grand Canyon, but we did have a lot of fun. I remember we were going to go next year, but couldn't afford it. So.
Would you want to revisit that, do again?
Yeah, I think I will one day. I'll go back.
The photo is about my holiday with my dad to Cornwall. It was the first holiday we'd had, just me and him, so it was significant for me. An hour before we had a nice meal with my cousins and my uncle and auntie, and then we decided to go on a boat because I've always wanted to drive a boat. I remember my dad taking the picture, and I remember the blue colours around and driving the boat. I was driving the boat. That photo is really significant to me and brings a lot of memories back because that was a holiday with just me and my dad, and we did a lot of bonding, and that photo signifies how I felt at that time, how happy I was with my dad.
This photo is me and my two cousins on a beach, I believe somewhere in the south. I can't exactly remember where it is. Could even be the Isle of Wight, if I'm perfectly honest. This photo sort of links back to a memory of mine, which was my cousin Simon digging a pit in the sand, and in this pit in the sand, you know, it got quite deep. It was quite deep. It sort of reached over my head. We were digging all day practically, and the tide came in, and water sort of filled it up, and I sort of went under. I couldn't swim. I was quite young. I don't know. I think because all my other memories I see from my perspective, and I see it as clear as me, sort of as clear as real life, that I think it might be almost imagined, and it's sort of maybe been influenced by sort of talking to Simon and talking to my parents. So I can't be sure really. But all I know is, apart from that, it was a good holiday. I just remember, you know, sort of like running on the beach.